address next week.
Teaching kids how to read was a major topic in both Governor Hochul and Governor Murphy's State of the State addresses. The two are pushing for a return to phonics, which has largely been abandoned by many schools in favor of a more memorization-based approach. According to the Federal Education Department, reading levels among 13-year-olds fell to their lowest levels in decades. Experts believe that can be attributed to the current way of teaching known as balanced literacy.
It's time we get rid of debunked curriculums in schools and get back to basics, using phonics and proven techniques that work.
Increasing literacy rates make New Jersey better.
Revamping the reading curriculum, at least here in New York State, would need to be approved by the state legislature. If it is, all school districts would have to follow the plan at the start of the 2025 school year.
So how much screen time is too much when it comes to kids and developing eyes?
Well, that's the question. And as Fox 5's Jessica Formosa shows us, a new study says that if they are under 2, keep them away from TV, smartphones, and tablet screens.
A new study is sounding the alarm as to when it's safe for children to be exposed to screen time. Researchers at Drexel University looked at screen habit data from nearly 1,500 children 24 months or younger. They found that exposing babies and toddlers under the age of 2 to television and or other forms of screen time could lead to sensory processing issues.
We would expect the lights, the colors, the motion, and the sound to be processed by their brain and affect how the brain is connecting, and that would therefore affect behaviors.
They asked caregivers questions regarding how the child responds to things that they may be seeing, hearing, feeling, touching, and experiencing. The study revealed 1-year-olds who spend time in front of screens have a 105% higher chance of developing sensory processing issues by the time they are 33 months.
We weren't surprised about the findings of this study because young children, their neuroconnectivity, how they process things, is affected by their sensory experiences.
I think we've allowed it. It's been permitted, and technology's become the new babysitter. So it's not surprising to me that that's the case now, and now we're going to have to reap what we sow.
This latest study adding to the list of concerns linked to toddler screen time, which includes sleep problems, ADHD, and autism.
Atypical sensory processing is seen in about 60% of children with ADHD and about 90% of children with autism spectrum disorder.
Dr. Karen Heffler, who led this study, says this study isn't about judging parents or making them feel guilty, but making them aware so they can make changes. Her advice: engage children in chores around the house, do more playtime, and less screen time. In Howard Beach, I'm Jessica Formoso, Fox 5 News.
Well, being or feeling depressed may cause weight gain in just a month. That's according to new research from the University of Cambridge in the UK. The study with volunteers showed those who had an increase in depressive symptoms also saw an increase of half a pound the next month. Researchers say even though the weight changes are small, they can affect people's health over the long term.
A shocker in college football. The mental health of college students was front and center in New Jersey today.
Staff from more than 40 colleges and universities attended a special mental health summit that even brought out the co-founder of legendary hip-hop group Run DMC.
Fox 5's Ashley Rodriguez was there for the event and takes a look at the pressing issue.
I'm sick and tired of the pain and the hurt. I do this for Chester, Chris, and Kurt.
DMC of Run DMC, Daryl McDaniels, is talking about Chester Bennington of Linkin Park, Chris Cornell of Soundgarden, and Kurt Cobain of Nirvana, all artists whose lives were cut short by suicide and addiction. Little did the educator sitting inside Seton Hall University know the hip-hop legend himself could have been one of them.
The day after we shot the video, I woke up feeling like I wanted to kill myself.
Suicidal ideation is at an all-time high amongst young people, according to the organizers behind New Jersey's first-of-its-kind Higher Education Mental Health Summit. They reason that many students believe they're alone and have nowhere to turn. At least that's how McDaniel says he felt until he learned about therapy at the age of 35.
I think young people need to know this. It is perfectly fine. It is the strongest, most powerful thing that you can do when you open up and admit and confess, I'm weak, scared, and afraid.
The
goal of the summit is to find strategies to reach these kids and drive that message home. It's the first of its kind, completely grassroots, made up of 500 people from 44 colleges and universities, all of them desperate to help hurting young people.
We had no idea that it could get this large, but obviously we hit on something that really matters on all of our campuses.
Ashley Rodriguez, Fox 5 News.
Era for longtime gum brand Fruit Stripe. It is being discontinued after more than 50 years since it first originated in 1969. Fruit Stripe came in 5 flavors: Wet and Wild Melon, Cherry, Lemon, Orange, and Peach Smash. It was striped in appropriately matching colors, and each stick contained a temporary tattoo of mascot Yipes the zebra.
Love that stuff.
Yeah.
All right, many consider it the best TV series of all time. The Sopranos premiered on HBO exactly 25 years ago today.
I'd like to propose a toast to my family.
Phil. All right, the TV drama introduced fans to the anti-hero Tony Soprano, his family, and his world of wise guys. The show credited with kickstarting the second golden age of TV to celebrate the company. On-location tours will take you to iconic sites from the show. The 4-hour bus tour starts in Midtown and heads to New Jersey, stopping at some 40 locations during the pandemic. I rewatched the whole thing,
of course.
and it stood up so well. Amazing show for sure. Well, it's more than 10 o'clock.